More like, Lars, you glad I didn't say banana? Hey, guys. Hey, it's Poisson Variants, your mathematical maestro and LaTeX linguist. I love that. So, as you can see, I got some Twitch stuff up and running again. Center myself. I was still adjusted as if Nep were invisibly next to me. Every time I close my eyes, I see her. Nah. But I got some Twitch stuff set up. So you guys should now be able to use LaTeX on Twitch chat, and it should show up. And I love that because you guys can see each other, you can argue across chats, which makes me infinitely happy. Color still doesn't work. You're gonna have to talk to Mew about getting color implemented. But unfortunately, color is not set up. And if you do, oh yeah, so if you want to use LaTeX in chat, you have to do the dollar signs. Yeah. But how is everybody doing today? I hope everybody's day has been good so far. I may have woken up a bit late, and so I got to work a bit late. Wait, oh, the color's working on that. Interesting. Alright. Color does work, but only kind of. Double dollar signs. You gotta do a dollar sign to open, dollar sign to close. Think of it like brackets. But now you guys get to see each other, and that makes me happy. Interview tomorrow. Ooh, congrats. You ready? You feeling scared? That's fine. I find interviews work best when I'm... There you go. You got the C.Comey. Good job! I find interviews work best when you just play it by ear. That's just for me. But... Oh, you have to capitalize the word of the color you want. Okay. But yeah. Some guy just came at the door so you couldn't introduce myself. Anyways, this is my introduction. Ooh, I love that the heart looks like that. A huge heart. Looks like eerie almost. You're terrifying. Is it what kind of job is it for? What kind of job you there for? Oh, I still need to set up the alerts and stuff for Twitch. So anyone on Twitch, if you like follow or whatnot, I'll see it in the chat, but I won't like get an alert for it. Because I got home from work and then I ate lunch. Excuse me, I'm burping a bunch. I got home from work, I ate lunch, and then I was like, oh crap, I need to make sure Twitch stuff is kind of set up, and then quickly set it up. But so in due time, I'm gonna harass Mew. I'm gonna harass both Mew and Nep into helping me set up Twitch stuff. So that will make life a bit easier. I don't have any bot or command set up yet. I'm sorry, Tyler. I'm sorry, Tyler. An interview? Are you becoming employed? Like Scoob? Is that a consistent income? Oh no, that's the scariest thing by far. A consistent income, I could never handle such a thing. Nah, jobs are scary, man. Local software dev design company, but it's gonna be your first interview. There's gonna be 3 of them in person. You should prepare a small presentation. Ooh. Honestly, I kind of love that, but The sweats are at an all-time high. I kind of love that, though. I would love to give a presentation on why you should hire me. But then again, at the same time, I do like shooting from the hip a bit. I'm a bit of both. I like to be very ordered and structured when it comes to preparing stuff, but when it comes to, like, the social aspect, I like to just roll the dice, kind of. Because I'm good at playing off of other people's, vibes. Yeah, you got this. You got this. Oh god, a job. What is it with Twitch chatters or just chatters in general getting terrified of employment? Guys, it gets you money. Think of all the stuff you could do. Recommend Spider-Bot? Yeah, this is applied mathematician here, programmer, a computational applied mathematician, Poisson invariance. I am officially endorsing Spider-Bot here. They are an excellent worker. They're very diligent. They are a great communicator. And honestly, having them in your employment would be an incredible benefit to you, to your employees, to your customers. It would honestly be such a strong benefit to your entire company and that entire department if Spider-Bot here were a member of the team. So please, take them under careful consideration. Thank you. I don't know how well the Persona 5 music in the background is gonna affect that, but you have my endorsement. You used to be a software dev, then you took an arrow to the knee. See, I used to be a physics major, and then I took a vector to the knee. Better ref than your actual former boss would give? Oh no. Now, is that because you were a bad employee, or is that because they were a bad boss, or was it because it was both? I was also never a physics major, I want to clarify this. I was almost an astrophysicist. I wanted to become an astrophysicist first, and then I ended up shifting focus to be a mathematician, because even though I find astrophysics very interesting, I was never actively seeking out more. I was never, like, wanting to take classes and stuff, but whenever I would get into a math class, I was having fun. And when I was, like, a child, like, kindergarten, my grandparents got me a math workbook, and I completed it super fast, because I was like, oh, numbers! Yeah, so, yeah, yeah, no. Yeah, this VTuber said to give me the job, so, do it. Hand over the employment. I want my first paycheck right now in the interview. Thank you. Here to electromagnetism, what exploded your knee? Well, I'm very sorry for that. Doing projects in both PyTorch and Rust, because if I did just one of them, I would get bored and quit. Based. Listen, I need that too. Like, I love kind of doubling up. I always want my schedule to be packed full, like, just stuffed, because, I have multiple scripts I'm working on, I'm always doing editing stuff, and that's just the VTuber side. Then on the studying side, and making presentations, on the studying side, I'm reviewing vector calculus, I'm reviewing numerical analysis, I'm reviewing statistics. I like to keep that level of just, like, stay busy, and then it really helps fill my time. You interacted with her for about 2 weeks before she took 3 months off to get a BBL, and I had left by the time she returned. What's a BBL? BBL. Oh! I did not know that. Learn something new every day, I guess. That should be the goal. Try and learn. Why do you guys know that? Why is there slang for butt enhancement surgery? Not even enhancement, just lifts. Why is that common knowledge? It's a type of plastic surgery, but why is that known? Like, I googled it and it said Brazilian butt lift, and I was like, okay, this has to be another one. I kept scrolling and I never saw a different definition. I was like, okay, why do we have common slang for butt surgery? Well, that was a tonal shift. So right now, BBW means? What does BBW mean? Hi, Poisson variants. Oh my god, Hayapu4317. It's common enough to get its own term. It's also called the Widowmaker because it's really easy to kill someone. What? What does BBW mean? BBW stands for Big Beautiful Woman. Okay, so it's like people who are like thick. Are you guys talking about BBL? They were telling me what BBL means. Apparently people just know what BBL means. Why? Like, it's common enough to have its own term? That's crazy to me. You don't need plastic surgery, everyone. Work with what you got. You're all beautiful. Except for Gary, but we don't talk about Gary. But you're all beautiful. Does this smile not look forced? To be fair, I think it's because the Brazilian part's because it's easier to get in Brazil because there's less restrictions. Oh. Well, whenever I get my inevitable butt surgery, I know where to go now. I guess. All big women are beautiful. Everyone is beautiful. Men, women, anything outside of that, or anything in between that, or anything parallel to that. All people are beautiful. Again, except for Gary, because freaking Gary. This music is not providing any amount of comfort. Oh no, the use case statement got cut off. Yes, if job X equals true. No, if job and X equals false. That's awesome. Hopefully it did work, it just got cut off. BBLs involve moving a lot of fat and have a bad tendency to give people fatal fat embolisms? Wait, fatal fat embolisms? What's an embolism? Was the image in the short a true face reveal? Technically my face was hidden in it, but yeah, I'm glad someone noticed. I did just throw a selfie like half opacity in the middle of one of my shorts. And nobody said anything, and I was like, I guess no one noticed. I have the selfie if you guys want to see it at full opacity. I mean, it hides my face, but... Oh, RT, thank you for the follow on Twitch. You've shifted over to the Twitch side. But what's a fat embolism? What's an embolism? Embolism. A sudden blockage of a blood vessel by a traveling particle prevents blood and oxygen from reaching tissues. Oh. Cool. It's a blocked blood vessel. Okay, men in particular, beautiful. I agree. There are plenty of pretty men out there. You like my IRL hair? It's currently longer than that. That selfie was from, I want to say like 2 months ago. Oh, what do you mean not a real anime boy? I know, I'm sorry. As the short from the other day said. I am unfortunately am male. I am a real human male. OST is intense. I know, I just looked up Persona 5 Palace mix, but... Let me... Do I still have that selfie? You guys technically can't see my face, but... Here. Ah. Oops, I lost it. There we go. There we go. I feel like I slay a bit IRL. I feel like I look not too bad. Maintaining balance so Kobe came over to YouTube. I appreciate it. So there's my almost face reveal. I think I look pretty good. My hair's longer in the back right now. It's grown out some. But yeah, I'm gonna cut it in the summer, like right before I start grad school. But yeah. There's my basically face reveal. But yeah. This introduces more. Alright, that's all you guys get. Your friend says that everyone they met who likes math's an autistic anime femboy and you're not helping your case. Well, Kinda body reveal braver than me. Yes, show us your body, Mew. Let's see your body, Mew. Introduce more options to the name contest, like Trevor. Not Trevor. Yeah, you guys, trust me, you guys are never going to guess my name. I can guarantee it. The tube was also hot IRL. Yeah, I kind of slay. Just saying. My nails aren't done right now, though. I need to paint them again. Like they've grown out, but they're not. Like they look like, okay, that one's a bit jagged. I need to do up my nails a bit more, and then VTuber HR. VTuber HR is just Twitch. Nep is VTuber HR. Nep doesn't even use VTuber Twitter, and VTuber Twitter is where HR is needed the most. So I don't know. Is it Poisonberg? Jesse, Apu, we need the math. Sorry, let me move around some stuff on my end. Okay, Poisonberg, yeah, Mew is a cutie. Everybody tell Aleph, tell Aleph Mew VT how cute he is. Because apparently it gets him flustered. He doesn't know what to do with it. And we love that. You never gonna face reveal? Not with that attitude. If I send you a selfie, will you send me a selfie? I'm not actually gonna pressure anyone to do that. I would never pressure anybody to selfie trade. But it's fine. We still know you're a cutie. It's fine. Yeah, just do the cat smile. Oh yeah, when he wins the Mew feet reveal. Stop it, guys. Stop it. See? He's adorable. We need more of that cute math boy energy. Why would I trade selfies with you? I know your Riz would blast me away. I have 0 Riz. What if right now, Mew, I just send you an unsolicited selfie? Would you send one back to me? Would you trade selfies with me right now if I were to do it? You can see me with my cat ear headphones on. Social security number. Mew keeps trying to make me socialize. Emphasis on social security number. Mew keeps trying to make me socialize with people. I hate it. It's not fair. It's not fair. He keeps trying to get me to talk to people. I hate it. Nah, he good. Is it even worth stealing the identities of grad students? Oh, no way. You steal the identity and then suddenly you owe $20,000 and you're just like, why do I have this giant debt? Because you're a grad student. There's no way you can become a grad student without mountains of loans. Except for that, my one friend who did. My friend who got the PhD, is getting a PhD, but has like a fully funded PhD program. And I will be furious at him. I haven't talked to him forever. You're at work? Oh, why are you watching VTubers at work? Mew's boss. Mew isn't doing his job. Said you soft tacos or friends house. Soft tacos are great. You know, one of my coworkers keeps trying to get me to go to Taco Bell. I said at work, I was like, yeah, I've never been to Taco Bell. And like 4 people around me were like, what? You've never been to Taco Bell? And I'm like, no, I don't really care for fast food. They're like, we gotta take you to Taco Bell. Like it was a very big deal to them. For the life of me, I can't figure out why. But it was very important to them. They were like, God, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna spend my money on that. They're like, all right, next time we see you, we're gonna DoorDash Taco Bell. And I'm like, what? So tomorrow there's a chance they DoorDash Taco Bell to work for me, and I really hope they don't, because I don't want to try it. VTubers at work is fun. You're so irresponsible, guys. You're so irresponsible. Pass on Taco Bell, get a real taco at a... Oh! Guys, Mew just sent me a picture. Honestly, me too, Mew. Honestly, me too. Taco Bell is the best food that barely reaches the federal guidelines for what is considered food. How dare you not eat? How dare you not eat at the specific fast food company? Yeah, I don't get it. I'm like, okay. I know, how dare I? It was appalling, apparently. Did Elif set his... Elif set his, Hey, Kami! How you doing? He sent you his social security number? No, he didn't. He sent me something else. He sent me a picture. If you pull it up, I swear. Don't worry, I won't show anyone. I won't show anyone this huge reveal. This huge reveal you sent me. pull it up just to bite him. Guys, do I do it? Show it just his hair. No. Anyways, so today, oh my god, it's already been 30 minutes. Not sleeping, apparently. 3 in the morning, you're resetting for an hour with y'all and then doze off. Aww. I know the pain. I deal with very bad insomnia frequently. Why is it called a social security number when they wanted to keep it private? That's an excellent point. That is an excellent point. Why is it called a social security number when it's supposed to stay private? Because socially, it's acceptable to have one. And if you don't have one, you're people throw rocks at you or something. I don't know. Sorry, I'm vibing too hard. Okay, so I was stalling time to charge my iPad. Let me see if it is finished charging because I want to bring up the GRE questions on one side and the stuff. It's 5:31 in Canada. Imagine, you guys, yeah, in East Coast Canada. In other places of Canada, it's not. In Vancouver, Canada, it's 2:30. Guess where I am? What if I told you I was in Canada this whole time and you guys didn't even know? Persona music slaps? It does. It's amazing that this game is like 10 years old or 11 years old now. And it's just... it's music that's still used because it just goes so hard. Gentle Batman! My sibling is going through Persona 5 Royals right now. They beat the base game. They beat regular Persona 5. But now they're going through Royals. Alright. I'm gonna give you guys an option. I'm gonna give you guys an option. Oh, actually, 2 options. These are 2 unrelated options. But here's what they are. Okay. I'm gonna be getting something out of it, so I'm gonna yell across the room. 2 unrelated options. So, either, do you want... So, yeah, I want Twitch and YouTube chats to be different colors. Who wants to be red and who wants to stay like a turquoise blue? For the background on the things. Do we want YouTube to be red? And then Twitch gets to say like a blue turquoise? Turquoise? I don't want to do purple because purple doesn't mesh with my color scheme super well. Like it kind of does, but not exactly. This area was getting gum. I need gum to help focus. Oh, who wants red? Tommy says blue pill Twitch. Well, that makes it easy. So, right now my pencil is charging. That happens really fast, so let's see if... Get back. Neon green or nothing? I'm not neon green colored though. Although green screens do mess me up. I believe... I can't sing, sorry. Red seems to be suited for YouTube, given the branding logo, etc. I'll take it. Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna open up my art program then. Voice crack. So after I open up my art program, I believe. Background. I want to make sure before, if I can look at my art program without doing any file doxing. Color King Fish VT is hard. You have no idea. Like, yes, you had to deal with it a little bit. No, I want that one. It's fine. Taskbar, lock that. Is it in chat window? It's in chat window. Right, when I export, I accidentally dox myself a little bit, so we're not going to do that. We're going to duplicate that. Turn that off. Oh, that was the... Oh, I had it on looping. What do you guys want to listen to for background music? I can't monetize anything, so what do you want to listen to? I'm fine with anything. I'm fine with anything that's, like, actually, like, I don't want, like, individual song requests. Give me something that's, like, an entire, kind of, like, playlist sort of thing. Minor roving. Let's see. I want to unlock that. All right. Get to decide what color YouTube is today. Minecraft, Terraria. Han Shiny's Bible recitation for left ear, anything else for right ear. Okay, let's see. Mahjong. Sorry, Penbu's playing Mahjong and I got distracted. Let's do Minecraft music. I hope this covers some of the new stuff, because I like some of the new Minecraft music too. Thank you, Benny Moore. Alright, so what color do I want this to be? That's a bit too orange. Do you think that, like, salmon kind of is good? Or do we want more, like, red? If we want more red, I'll have to... Oops. Increase the opacity a little bit. I don't want to increase it too much. I feel like that's good. It's not too bright. Let's actually bring it back down to 50. Oh, the stream. Oh, thank you. Burgundy or magenta or maroon 5. That's a lot of different maroons. Doc, that's what I want. Chat window mini and chat window mini for YouTube. Okay, Save that. Let me open up stream elements real quick. Overlays, Mac theme chat. Alright, let me see if I can just flat out replace an image. Oh, I can. Okay. Upload, select files, this, upload, submit. Oh, nice! And pop! Ooh. That actually went easier than I thought. Go ahead and let that... Alright, keep typing in YouTube chat. And then there we go. You guys are talking about how hot I am. That's a good place for the chat to freeze up. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But today... There we go. Look at now that I think that actually looks really pretty now. Yay! Guys, I'm slowly looking prettier and prettier. Eventually, my streams will actually look good. That's the goal. Eventually, they'll look mildly good. Alright, where the heck did I store these GRE questions? Let's change those to a different folder. This is making me want to play, like, Xbox 360 Minecraft. Back when the entire world fit on one little map. Yeah, I'll put that in game recordings just because you wanted to be green. Well, I hate to break it to you, but green doesn't mesh with my color scheme. So let's just have a quick look at... Do we have a doc outline? We do. Sweet. Alright. So let's take a quick look at our good friend, the GRE Math Practice Exam. So, if you're unfamiliar, the GRE is the General something exam. I forget what the R stands for. But it's the General something exam, where basically... a lot of colleges use, or like graduate programs, used to use it as a requirement to enter the programs. Green tea? Oh, woo! What's this? Notice is your green tea. However, it's not really the case anymore. A lot of places don't require it anymore. It's very unusual, at least in the United States, for things to actually require the GRE for entry now. You got the RGB minus G color scheme. I love you guys. I love that you're having so much fun with the LaTeX. Prove a point and just be green forever. I mean, your chats are gonna keep getting cut off because when you do it with the LaTeX, it doesn't let you extend infinitely. But I gosh. If you want. See, Kami knows what's up. Kami is green in Twitch chat. Kami won. The Kami's won. Yeah, I guess you guys are now communists because you're red. I don't know. YouTube, yeah, viewers of the YouTube unite. But so if you don't know, GRE, yeah, placement, or not placement, kind of, an exam that basically, if you do well on it, it's like, yay, this is good. Nowadays, that's kind of all it's used for, is it can buff your, it can give you, like, extra good boy points if you apply to somewhere, if you do well on it. If you don't do well on it, places don't count it against you. It's kind of like the SATs, where it's like they only count the points you get kind of thing. So if you do good on it, then colleges like it. Like, communism, YouTube communism. I'm the communist math toothpaste now. Communist toothpaste. And so it actually, within like the last year or two, got a restructuring. Well, so like there's a general version of the GRE, and then there's the math specific version of the GRE. And the math specific one I've taken before. I honestly did not do great, and I still got into my program and college of choice, or college and program of choice. So my other stuff was impressive enough to make up for the fact that I bombed the GRE. Anyways, you have about, I think it's 70 minutes to take. I want to say it's like 90 questions. No, what is it? Why am I? They'll freaking tell me. They tell you. They tell you. Test content, preparing for the test. Overview. Okay, where's the actual practice test? There it is. Okay, here it is. Oh no, okay. 170 minutes, 60. Okay, you guys can't really see that. Wait, there you go. 170 minutes, 66 questions. It used to be a 3-hour, or it used to be different. It's I forget how they changed it, but communist math, toothpaste, croissant fish, yeah. Or I read that order, but the words were the same. I'm gonna assume that in this case, the adjectives are commutative. So it used to be longer. There used to be more to it. They since reduced it, so it's a bit more reasonable. And the idea behind it was, you do this, it covers a few different things. It covers like calculus, it covers like trig and geometry, and then it covers other math topics. But it's meant to cover basically anything that you would learn in an undergraduate degree as fair game. One thing is taking it in a testing environment may not be great. Okay, bye Mew. Enjoy your wike. Enjoy your wike. Gotta go work or something, is wash your car. When I took it in a cubicle after they had scanned me with a metal detector and all of my stuff was locked in a locker. They gave me a specific pencil, scanned me on a metal detector, patted me down, then put me in a cubicle, and the cubicle had a camera in a camera attached to the ceiling that was staring down at me the entire time. Made me very uncomfortable, and I will say that the uncomfortable testing environment probably did not contribute to how I did on the exam. But I figured what we can do is, because this is just a fun bundle of math problems with a ton of different stuff, that we can then work on them together. So that's like kind of my whole shtick. I don't know if you know, but I'm kind of like the math VTuber. The math VTuber. There's only one. Now that Mew's gone back to work, he no longer exists. But no, since I am math VTuber, I figure it would be fun to just work on a few of these together. So guys, let me double check if my iPad's or my Apple Pencil is done charging. It usually charges pretty fast, but I think it was at like 30% or something. And then we can hop it. Or we can just talk about some of the problems until then. So, one moment. Okay, So, oh no, I'm overheating a little bit. Let me take off my socks. That statement's the closest you'll ever get to a feet reveal. Okay. Let's see. So, sorry, I'm trying to let me set up my iPad real quick. Go to the bottom. That's all. Oh, I forgot about this. Hold on. Let me show you guys something real quick. So, when Z did a had done like cuneiform streams. So Z has done cuneiform streams, and I made a joke to her about doing physics in cuneiform symbols. So where is it? So, yeah, she had done, or I made a joke to her about doing physics in cuneiform. So I made this and sent it to her. These are actual cuneiform symbols. Where we have the what is that, Newtonian gravity or something? Except it's done purely with power. Destiny is like power is force. Gravity is destiny. Mass is ox, and then radius is sun, because the sun would be drawn as a circle, so it would have a radius. That's definitely what cuneiform math was like. I promise I'm an expert. What was I doing? Sorry, my stuff is all muddled up while I try and get stuff set up for you guys. I promise I'm definitely competent at this game. By this game, I mean VTubing. Okay, alright. Now I can open up my AirPlay. Oh god, this is gonna be such a freaking pain. How am I gonna do this? Oh, that's how I can do it. That's how you do it. Okay. Page fit? Can I zoom? And once that's no longer displaying my IP address, Poisson's BC. I want to make sure these questions can actually be seen by you guys. Why isn't that showing up? Hold, please. Alright, here's my attempt at making things work. Okay, yeah. This is the best we're gonna get for now. Alright, so... okay, so here, let's go through the ones that we've looked at, and I say look at, that RT has been doing. So our first problem, E... that blue is too... let's just change to black. Can you guys see okay? I really wish I could adjust the zoom on this, but... I don't like that that's EX. I'm gonna write that as X times E for myself. I guess EX. Alright. So, we integrate. How will we do this? Well, we crack our neck. 3 is probably 49% just because you're... I like that you do the percentage of how stupid you are. You're not, but I'm glad that you're looking at it in that direction. I don't know how exactly to describe what I mean, but you know what I mean. But all right. Sorry, I am very not prepared for this. I'm not prepared for this at all. I should have prepared a bit more. I promise. Anyways, so, okay. I've responded to all my messages. You guys have my undivided attention now. Okay? Okay. We good? We good. All right, so this one, pretty simple. The thing is that we gotta remember that E is a constant. Boop. And then we can do a U sub. So if we do a U sub of U is equal to E to the X, or EX, that's kind of why I wanted to write it as XE, because whenever I see EX, I automatically think E to the X. So I'm actually going to rewrite this problem as integral of E to the X times E dx. Then we're going to do a U sub of U is equal to X times E, which means that du is just equal to E dx. So, if that's the case, then we have to account for this by we need to multiply by having another e on the inside. E times e to the xe dx, which we have to counteract by doing an e to the negative first on the outside. So then, that's just e to the negative first times e to the u du, because purple on this and this together give us du. This upper chunk is u. Then bada bing, bada yum. The integral of e to the u would just be e to the u, so we have e to the first times e to the u plus c. E to the first times e to the x times e plus c. And that finally gives us e to the x times e minus 1 plus c. Yay! Look at my great handwriting. Oh wait, I can make it look like I draw a box as well. No one look at that squiggle I just did. Cool. How do you do the big text, Gato? Dollar sign, double dollar sign on both sides, kind of like brackets, and then slash huge. Like this. Huge. Okay, it didn't. Oh, wait. I don't think it's supposed to be capitalized. Oh, I'd made a typo in mine. Huge text. Oh, the chat box is blocking the right edge of the word. There we go. Dollar sign test. All right. Oh, yeah, that's true. That is blocking the little corner. So let's go ahead and... There we go. And that part's been hidden, but yeah. You and Aleph have really helped me restart your journey down math, starting from basics, learning high school math, and aww! That makes me really happy. It makes me happy when anyone's motivated to learn again because of me. So, and let's double... I have the answer sheet to double check. I lost the answer sheet. Oh, the answer sheet. So yeah, A is correct. Now on to number 2. Huge. Guys are having fun with that. Poisson is a cutie. Aww. Hey, thank you. I try my best. I try my best to kind of slay. To just kind of slay. Am I back to Twitch for real? Yeah, I'm both now. I have YouTube in red up there, Twitch in blue down below. I'm doing both. I have both set up. Thanks to one Albert Mew, to us Angus Beef Mew. I'm deciding to work on both. How good are you guys at drawing and writing infinity? I feel like my infinities struggle, or my symbols in general, falter sometimes. Alright, so... Can I do 2 in my head? 3 log... Let me think, because it's a factorial, you want to do, You want to do, what are they called? I'm bad at the series, but you want to do this ratio test, right? You want to do a to the n plus 1 over to a to the n, because then that helps you cancel out the factorials. If I recall that, and then from there we just take the limit, right? This music is very dramatic. Like, don't we just do that? 3 times 3, because we end up just canceling out a bunch of stuff. Times n plus 1 times n factorial. Jesus Christ, this music is too dramatic. Let me change. Why is it so dramatic? We're going to Baldur's Gate. This is not the Baldur's Gate one I wanted. Baldur's Gate 3 camp music. There it is. Okay. Slightly good. I feel like I'm hit or miss on symbols. I really like whenever I say, this is something I do. So if I'm writing a proof and I'm like, let so-and-so equal, like, let x equal 5, let x equal alpha. I'll always write my let like that. A fancy L. Am I overcomplicating things way too much? That's not uncommon for me. It's just my initial when I see a factorial. Let me do it my way and see if yeah. Actually, you tell me the way that you're thinking of doing it. Because yours is probably way simpler. And I'm just writing everything out. And factorial, and then that boom, that cancels, that cancels, that cancels, that cancels. 3 log 2 of n plus 1. That doesn't seem right. Oh, because I had that backwards. Whoops. Sorry, the n plus 1 should be down there. Oh, is it? I wasn't even thinking that. Oh my god, you're right! You're right! It is! For just x is natural log of 2. See? This is why we do it. To review all these. Let me look at my Taylor series expansions again. For e to the x. Yeah. X to the n. Oh my god. You are so dead right. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. E to the x is equal to infinity x to the n over n factorial. And then, yeah. Just let x be 3 log of 2. So then, it just becomes e to the 3 log of 2. And I think it says, yeah, in this case, all logs are going to be natural logs. So, I guess that would really be ln. ln. That moves back up there. That gives us e to the natural log of 2 to the 3. Those cancel out. That gives us 2 to the 3. Gives us 8. Good. See, that's the type of intuition that we forget a lot. That I forget a lot. Lots of people forget a lot. Building math intuition is... Look at that amazing square. I'm keeping that. Building math intuition is so important because you want to be able to recognize things like that. So, excellently done. Excellently done, RT. Alright. I don't know if I want to keep that rectangle or not. You can comment in a place you feel more comfortable. Your safety net, Gato. I'm trying to work on more Twitch side stuff. I'm gonna get Nep and Mew to both help me out with adding like the channel points and stuff and subscriptions and all that, because I don't know how to set any of that up. I think I could figure it out, but why work hard when you can work smart? Numero the third one. I think this is also probably why I didn't do great on the GRE, is because I'm like, I know part of that's like the streamer mode thing, but I'm like very I'm very like empty head, no thought head empty kind of person. Here, you could be a mod on like YouTube. You want me to give you mod privilege? On Twitch? Not a fan. It is hot today. It's not hot in the grand scheme of things, but as someone who's not very used to heat, hold on a minute. Trying to. Do you want that responsibility, Kato? You want to be mod? I gotta plug in my phone. My phone was not charging. 3 is the one where you suffered with basic math. YouTube, you accidentally banned people. Kato. What? Kato, are you banning people? What's my Twitch? Let me see. It actually should be... Let me go to my channel. If you go to my channel, it should be on there. Oh no, it's not! I forgot I took my Twitch off of it. Okay, hold on. Let me add my Twitch back to my channel. Whoopsies! Customize channel. This is accidentally becoming a Twitch, or not a yeah, a Twitch. I'm gonna remove my Blue Sky because I never post on there. We're gonna move my Twitch up there. Okay, there we go. My Twitch has now been added to my YouTube links. So now you guys should be able to if you're on YouTube and want to go to my Twitch, now you can go to my Twitch easily, instead of having to seek it out. A great search. All right. Number 3. Let R and A be the radius and area respectively of a circle. If R increases by 40%, by what in percent will A increase? Well... Nope. Am I alive? Yeah. My first thought... The first thing I think of when I am giving this information is that A equals pi r squared. If the answer is 96, then you get half points. Yeah. Why do you only get half points? Why not full points? Maybe you deserve full points. Why? I'm curious. Why would you only get half points, RT? Do you think you don't deserve full points? I think you deserve full points. Let's try some stuff. Okay. Let's see. Because you had to use a calculator to do 1.4 squared. I mean, okay, it's okay. It happens. It happens. It's okay. Let's do 14 times 14, and then go from there. Kigato's like, I also deserve points. Thank you very much. That reminds me, I gotta look at I did look at the stuff you sent me, Kikato. Percent is equal to 1.4. So I did look at the stuff you sent me, Kikato. You sent me that, like, worksheet. I didn't look, crazy close at it, I'm gonna be honest. I should have looked at it closer. So, okay, 1.4 squared times pi, which it doesn't actually matter because that just gets squared, the pi gets multiplied by there. The pi remains the same, so I only actually have to do that. So what's 1.4 times 1.4? What's 14 times 14? Alright, class, let's do it together. 14 times 14. What's 4 times 4? 6. What's 4 times 4 is 6. Oh my god. Yeah. It gets us 196, which is 1.96%. Which is correct. 96%. What's 4 times 4 is 16 factorial? Alright, let's double check this. 4 times 4 is equal to... I'm opening up my calculator. Let me double check this work. 4 times 4 is equal to apparently 16 factorial, and 16 factorial... Why am I doing this? 16 factorial is equal to 29,227,898,880,000. There we go. See? Let's remember that as our final answer. Is the GRE just the Super Saiyan SAT? A little bit. It's kind of like the SAT for grad programs. It's not a requirement most places now, but having it is beneficial. Alright. If a differentiable function... Oh, I should probably continue on. A lot of places don't have it as requirements anymore, but it's still just kind of one of those standardized tests that if you do well on it, colleges are like, yay! If you don't do well on it, they don't care. But it adds to your academic resume, so to speak. Alright. So, if we have a function, f of x, or y of x, I guess, is equal to... So, y of x satisfies x plus y to the 4th equals 10. And we know that y is non-trivial. Then, pray tell, what is our differentiable equation in? What is dy by dx equal? How would we go about this? Taking all suggestions, taking all answers, taking all bets. How would we go ahead and tackle a differentiable function that we want to find the derivative that's a solution to it? Come one, come all. Oh god, I'm like trying to crack my neck so bad right now. It's not cracking. I freaky... Welcome, player. The answer is 6-7. And thank you for the follow. You're right, the answer might be 6-7. Let's see. It doesn't look like that's any of the choices, but you're probably right. You're probably right. It could be. It could be. I like this idea. So if we replace x with 6 and y with 7. That should perfectly equal 10 as the answer. Four is like, I don't know, you don't do none of your y of x, dy, dx stuff. You only understand d of dx and f prime of x. A huge 6-7. That is a huge 6-7. Thank you. I wish I could change the fonts a bit more on the LaTeX stuff. Don't ask you either how you survived for this long. I think you should have more self-confidence. Alright, so no. Well, satisfies the equation. How would we tackle this? Ignoring, so something I like to do. I noticed that when I have multiple choice questions, I end up like stealing glances at the like multiple choice question possible answers and like, how would that one fit in? How would that one fit in? But that's a bad way to approach things, in my opinion. In actually taking the exam, it's kind of a good way to approach things, but I don't like that. I like working things from the ground up instead of like from the answer backwards. So, sorry, I just didn't like that 4. My voice thought. Answer this and you might get the knowledge to do 5. Ah. Here, I changed the notation a bit. Nope, d by dx. I mean, okay. Take the derivative. Can I just... Maybe I'm crazy. It's not the weird derivative notation. Sorry. 4. I'm completely blanking. Hi, Kikado. I don't know why I'm blanking so hard. Sorry. I zoned out for a moment. Let's just try stuff. Got my brain not working. That's just good. Sorry, I started mixing up deriving and integrating. 3. 10. -1. Oh, times y prime. There we go. Equals 0. Okay, yeah, I don't know my brain froze up for a moment. So if we just take the derivative, that gives us a y prime there, which is dy dx. Go ahead and do that. Subtract 1 from both sides, you get 4y prime, 4y cubed y prime equals -1. Divide both sides, you get y prime is equal to -1 over 4y cubed. It was literally just take the derivative, and my brain was just like... Which is, in fact, the correct answer. Now, RT. You've made a claim for us. You've gone ahead and looked at number 5 and made a claim for us. So let g be a differentiable function on R. Let h be the function defined by... Oops. H of x is equal to the integral from 0 to x squared of g of t for all x and r. Can I move the Twitter promotion so you can see number 6? Unfortunately, I can't, but I can go ahead and scroll down for you. Unfortunately, 6 is going to be a bit more... I'll let you... Here, I'll let you tackle 6 while I do 5. I really hope an answer to one of these is 6, 7. Alright. Which of the following is equal to h prime for all x? So we want to find out what h prime of x is. Well, if that's that, if we integrate g of t in respect to that, x squared of g of t dt. Okay, that's gonna give us g prime of x squared minus g prime of 0. And we're gonna go ahead and assume that this goes to 0. It might not, but for the sake of convenience, I'm gonna... Actually, no, I don't even have to. This is gonna be a constant. That's where I'm catching myself. So that's going to be a constant because it's actually being evaluated as a term, whereas this is not. That is just being evaluated as a variable. So if this is equal to h of x, then we go ahead and take the prime of that. We would do a chain rule where we would say the inside here, the derivative of x squared, which is 2x, times the derivative of... Oh, how does that work? No, whoops. Yeah, 6 is like, what's the F graph? What's the effing graph? What would that be? Oh, that's why. Whoops. Sorry, that shouldn't be prime. That shouldn't be prime. That should be big G. That should be big G. The antiderivative, and then when we take its derivative, that gets derived to just become G again of x squared. 2x, let's see, is that what you had claimed it was? Yes, it did. Good job, RT. Yeah, let's take a look at number 6 now. By the way, I downloaded Baldur's Gate 3 again. Would you guys be... So I don't really game as much as I do kind of like presentations and stuff. Would you guys be interested in a 1 week straight, like, subathon style Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough with me and Mew? Would you guys be interested in that? You claim that 6 is D. Let's have a look at it. Let f be a real valued function that f of x is equal to x for all real numbers. Which of the following could be the graph? So basically, f of x. So, x equals y, the way I think about it. So, f of x is equal to y. F of y is equal to x. So in other words, there has to be a level of symmetry to it. Where basically, every time if I do a function of, let's look at D is a great example for this, because so like a level of symmetry because we're flip-flopping back and forth. But instead of using that example, I just realized I'm pointing with my mouse. I guess you guys can see that. But the way I would think about it, that's 1, that's 2, 1, that's 2. If I do f of 1, if I have that f of, say I do f of 1 is equal to 2, boom, it jumps me up there. But then f of 2 should be equal to 1. So it should be mirroring itself like that across like diagonally. It should be mirrored, which, if we look at number 6, is the only one that follows that rule. Yeah, that's terribly drawn, but that idea. So let's see. And yes, that is correct. D. You think that would be interesting? All right, now we just have to get Mew to somehow have 128 hours free to play Baldur's Gate. Because there are 168 hours in a week, and if we both were to sleep for about 6 hours a night, that would free us up for about 126 hours worth of time to play Baldur's Gate. And he's never played it before. I have, but he never has. Your solution was, so A is an exponent, which is e to the x, which is not x. B is an exponent either way, which is e to the negative x, so not x. So C is cubic, which is big... dick, which no x, and D is a, so D. That's not a bad... So that's actually pretty good. That's a good mentality for this type of exam. That's a good mentality for a multiple choice, and to be able to work fast on that. And that was my problem with the GRE, is that I don't like doing that. My brain don't like that. My brain don't like that. And the thing is, everybody works differently in different ways, and so it's awesome that you have that ability, because that trial and error, or not trial and error, that kind of like canceling out problems can be really, really useful, even on non-multiple choice settings. When you're positing different solutions, you're like, okay, let's take apart why this possible solution doesn't work. Instead of trying to convince yourself that a solution is true, like, oh, I did the math, so I must have gotten to the right solution, having a few different ideas and going, okay, this one might not work for this reason, or this one might not work for this reason. That's a really good skill to have. All right. If A and B are positive numbers, then the limit... So let's write this down. So A, B, greater than 0. The limit as x approaches 0. 1 plus x over... Isn't this just... This is whatchamacallit, e to the... This is another way to define... What is it? It's the limit as n approaches 0. Oh, sorry. Wait, no. No. What is it for e? What is it for e? Hold on, let me remember what this is. E limits definition. That's what it is. Yeah. Oh no, that's as n goes to infinity. Can I switch that? Right, yeah. The other version of this. Whoops. So that's if it goes to infinity. other version of this is if n goes to 0, or I guess, yeah, then 1 plus, I have this in front of me, n of 1 over n, which is what we have right now. So, but in the case of if we want to do e... Ooh. Is e to the... Okay, so then what we can do is... But then we also have the e to the r. Or r is a variable. Or r is a constant, I guess. R is known. Yeah. I'm like trying to remember my exponential rules. The limit as n goes to infinity of 1 plus r over n to the n. That gives us e to the r. So in this case... Ooh, what would this be? Okay. I got it, I think got it. That gives me that. Then... From there, we're able to say... Replace x with x to a. Yes! There you go. Yes. X equals xa, then if we take the limit as xa goes to 0, then we get 1 plus, yeah, right, we get into a friendly form, because this is kind of how you do the proof to move between the two. Right. Yes! Genius. You're a genius. X. That gives us b over where did right xa. Oh, whoops, sorry. Squared. No, sorry, that should be x. No. No. You replace... Was that as that goes to A? I don't know. Okay. I'm not sure. Let's run with your idea. So if x equals x times a, xa goes to 0, so we get x. For a, that cancels out. Okay, yeah, there you go. And that's how you do it. When you get the limit, xa goes to a, or goes to 0, 1 plus squared. You get the b over a times 1 over x squared, and if you instead are looking for x squared goes to 0, that's what it is. So then this whole term is our quote-unquote x. Right, I can divide that by a, so that's no problem. So then our term there, which just mirrors what we have up. Yeah. Yeah, which then just mirrors what we have up there. So then we just get e to the... It should work out to get e to the b over a, because that's what we have right there when we are pulled out. That should be correct. I'm finagling with it a bit. Hey, but that is the correct answer, so... Oh my god, it's already almost been 2 hours. Alright, let's do 2 more problems, and I'll see how I feel after that. Number 8. F of x is defined by the natural log of x over x squared minus 1. Oh, probability. Oh, you want to do number 9? Let's do number 9. Some probability. I can shed some light on this. So if we have our total of n is equal to 10. 3 are defective. Def. 2 are chosen at random. Without replacement. What's the probability that at least one of the 2 light bulbs will be defective? If I recall, this one's actually not so bad. So the chance that we choose a defective one the first time is 3 out of 10. And so we then... Is that one really that simple? It's just the assumption that we chose. So if we do choose a defective one that first time? No. Because we have to account for... But if that happens, it doesn't actually matter what we choose the next time. Alright, we'll do that one in a second. I keep hopping back and forth, but I'm like... Wait, the probability of that one versus the probability of... Okay. F of x is equal to the natural log of x over x squared minus 1. All positive numbers except x equals 1. So, x greater than 0 except for x cannot equal 1. For obvious reasons. F of 1 is equal to a, and then for what value is a continuous at x equals 1? Okay, so value. Oh, okay. So this one's kind of weird. It's funny because, like, so the reason we can't do x equals 1 is because we had... So the important part we care about is this part right here. The reason we can't have x equals 1 is because that would create creates a hole. There you go. It creates a hole. X equals 1. But the way I'm thinking about it is actually in an analysis perspective, where you end up approaching from two different directions, all right? Where if you have something, in order to maintain continuity, you need the metric ball approaching at a continuous speed. Namely, you need to show that as you get closer and closer, it'll stay equidistant. So it's like, if that's where the hole is supposed to be, let me draw this a bit better. This is a cool way to look at it from a from an analysis point of view. So if I have a line here, and then I have my hole, and then I have a line here, but if the point up here that we want to consider is equally distant from here to here, then it ends up working with how we draw metric balls, is we draw these balls that are like closer and closer and closer and closer, where it ends up basically getting super close to here and then can jump up there and jump back down without breaking continuity, because we're always going to be epsilon distance away. Like, I know that makes no sense out of context, and if you haven't taken an analysis course, that's very confusing. But it worked. Like, here, let me graph it. Let me open up Desmos. It's like I can see it in my head. F of x equals the natural log of x divided by x squared minus 1. There you go. So this is why it works. This is the metric. So there's a calculation way to do it, and I'm viewing it from the way that it works analytically, or from like real analysis. So if we look at x equals, 1/2, or I guess f of the point, oops. If we go to the point 1/2 and bro f of 1/2 I don't know how to describe it. I'm like, we end up approaching left and right. Where if that's 1, it ends up working where... Anyways, the point is... Hold on, you're talking about number 9 now. I'm so distracted. I'm so distracted. I can tell my brain's already starting to go 2 hours in. I mean, yeah, you could hospital rule it. You could, that's true. You could hospital rule it. El Hospital. I love saying it like that. Yeah. Fine, we'll do it that way instead of my weird analysis way. There you go. I want that to be known that I love that. My metric balls. These hearts suck. I'm really bad at drawing hearts. The heart you see on my shirt, I was the one that drew that, and I still don't know how I drew that heart. Because it looks better than any heart I've ever drawn. Come on, you. No. Okay, I don't think that's so bad. We're gonna leave that heart. I think that looks nice. Yeah, let's look at a hospital real quick. Little squiggle. You guys can't really see it, but that gets us 1/2. That's, yeah, okay, fine. If you want to do it the easy way, that's like actually the reasonable way to do it. I actually, funny, I posted something the other day. My brain works in a weird way. And the reason I can tell this is specifically with humor. So, when people make jokes, their jokes order tends to follow this direction. A, B, C. It's sequential. I make a joke about A, it follows to the point B, it follows to the point C. It reasonably moves from one to the next in a sensible sense, right? We get why it works. It follows alphabetical order. My jokes don't. This is what my jokes do. We start at A. This is the source material. This is where we start. This is the reality that we're going to make a joke about. Here's the joke content. Here's kind of like the punchline payoff. I go to beta. I don't go to B, I go to beta. Because I've made an invisible jump to B, and then from B to beta. The thing is, from then beta, I jump to German's Esset. And then from there, so if that jumps to S, and German's Esset is kind of like a double S sound, so I make another mini jump to S. And so people can't follow, people don't end up enjoying my jokes, like, because I do that. And then people just stare at me like, did you know that in the 67th dimension, 50% of the ball's volume is located in the 1% deep of the surface of the ball? Ooh, I never thought of that. That's really cool. Yeah, I don't... Wait, 67th dimension. Ooh, fine, boom. Non-linear joke progression by Poisson. I mean, it's kind of true. I don't do linear joke progressions. I don't do linear joke progressions. It is painful. It is painful for people, but the 1% thing. But yeah, the 67th dimension, 50% of the ball's volume is located in the 1% deepest part of the surface of the ball. Interesting. 50% of the ball's volume is located. Yeah, I guess I'd have to draw a 60, like an L67 ball. Which might be a little tough to visualize. It might be a little tough to visualize the L67 ball. Exponential joke progression? No, that implies the joke would get funnier. It's kind of a... No, I guess. Like... It's kind of a... It's kind of actually a logarithmic... It's kind of a logarithmic joke progression. Oops. Where it kind of... So if, like, that's my amazing graph. It starts out kind of funny, and then it just kind of, like... It's still technically getting funnier, but it kind of peters out. It doesn't technically ever tableau, but it gives the... If you zoom out, it feels like it tableaus. And so you have to really go in-depth to see any amount of joke progression from it. And that's why people realize that I'm not funny. Asymptotically approaching a punchline? Kind of. There's a little bit of that. Guys, I know how silent. There were many points where Nep was silent on the stream yesterday, where she was just like, "Okay, okay, buddy, all right, pal," and I'm like, That was a great place for my face to freeze. I'm dying laughing. I'm having so much fun saying nonsense. She's just like, okay. Whatever boats your float, man. Nah. Nep was nice. I like Nep. That was a good first meeting. I want to do more stuff with Nep. I think I just need to... It's like with Mew. I'm very comfortable with Mew now. I need to get comfortable with Nep again. Or not again. I need to get comfortable with Nep in the same way I did with Mew. And you do a strim on the mathematics of humor. Which in and of itself is a punchline. Because I'm not funny. Alright, right, what would you have? We had 10 total. 2 defective. Or no, 3 defective. 2 chosen. Without replacement. You guys can't really see that, so we're gonna move the line. Alright. There we go. Getting comfortable with people or getting comfortable with people or numbers, you can only choose one. The other one automatically becomes harder. Numbers are my better friends a little bit. There's a little bit of that. There's a little bit of that. Like was said earlier, math lovers are autistic femboys, and it's literally, oh, you know, it's not easy being cheesy. Easel being greasel. He's a bit easel. I noticed that my model keeps freezing. I think it's because the AirPlay is open. I have like multiple tabs open and whatnot. I have too much stuff going on my screen. So after this question... It was actually the 69.6607168936 dimensional balls where 1% of the surface is 50% of the volume, so it was 69. Well, at least your humor is staying consistent, you know, plus or minus 168. You know, you're in their neighborhood. You're in their neighborhood. That's good. That's good. You're trying to understand how negative exponential powers work in weird ways. How is it different from n root a? What do you mean? Negative exponential powers is just that. Just imagine everything, and then, like, think of it like this. Where, I guess the way to model it is your numbers get larger until they get smaller. I guess it would be, your numbers are really big going this way, and then they get really small going that way. And that's why those behaving like that. Oh my god! Thank you, WiseBot, for banning the bots. Ooh, we had 2 back-to-back bots. How exciting. Do you think that'll count towards my stream count? My viewer count? I hope so. Okay. What was it? Oh, so the chance of one happening... What was it? 3 over 10 is the chance of us choosing one. And then you just need the chance of anything else being chosen. If a to the third equals a divided by 0, that's a good explanation. RT has a good explanation there. That like a way to understand it, kind of like by example, inductive example. A to the third is equal A times A times A. So if we divide both sides by A squared is equal A times A. We divide both sides by A. We get A is equal to A. And you divide both sides by A. So I guess A to the first. That gives us that A to the 0 is equal to 1. Divide both sides by A. Gets us that A to the negative first is equal to 1 over A, etc. I guess I should do one more. Divided by A, that gets us that A to the negative second is equal to 1 over A squared. That's a really good way to think about it. That kind of example of like how we're piece by piece removing it, so you can understand how you would even get into negative exponents to begin with. I like that. Good call. Good call, RT. There are certain people sometimes gotta gift a gab. Sorry, I have like a scab. Like, I have a scratch on my nose that's like scabbed up, and I'm like, ugh. Ugh. What's 90 over 15? 6, 4, that's 6, right? Oh, God. Sorry, I just like cracked everything in my arm at once. Okay, that's how that works. Oh wow, PayPal just told me to answer my crypto calling? Hell no. Or heck no. So if we have a 3 in 10 chance of choosing a light bulb once, and then we multiply that by the everything else chance, a 6 in 9 gives us... No. Wouldn't that just be an 8 in 9? I don't know, dog. My combinatorics ain't combinatoricsing right now. Oh my god. Oh wait, I thought that was another bot. That was just me reading things in my peripheral. Ah. Oh. My brain, after work, my brain is a bit brained out. I'm sorry for not giving you guys my best today. Oh. Here's our little answer sheet. Ta-da! Now I want to decide. Do I have anything else I want to do today? Do I have anything else I want to do today? Because now that I'm on Twitch, I can change the... Not giving us your best what? My best era. I'm not giving you my best era. I gave my best era on Nepstream because people redeemed it. Wait a minute, they redeemed it for her. Why do her watch points? Can I teach you Quaternions? Honestly, not right now. I am kind of brained out for a bit. I'm sorry. My brain is a bit sizzled. My brain is a bit sizzled right now, I'm sorry. What's the battery for this at? 23%. Okay. Yeah, I'd have to restart the YouTube stream since you can only change categories on Twitch. Yeah. That's true. I could start... Maybe I could start a Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough with you guys right now. I don't know. I think I'm gonna shift screens back over here. Oh, that actually timed out perfectly with the music ending. Maybe that's a sign. It's a sign that I'm sleepy. I'm kind of hungry. I haven't eaten much today. Is there anything last second you guys wanted to talk about that your life is going on with? That you're going on with your lives? You living it up? I know I asked this at the beginning of the stream, but I'm asking again now. You exciting? Is there anything you're excited for in this lifetime? The entirety of your life? Oh, God, it is hot. I do not handle the heat well. I do not handle the heat well at all. What's the temperature right now? Where would I even find that? I don't know where I'd find that. Why is chat from YouTube to LaTeX chat so slow? It's chat. For some reason, YouTube's integration with OBS is really slow for some reason. So it's like the YouTube chats are always delayed, and I have no idea why, but Twitch chats are immediate. And I have no idea why. I have no idea why. Twitch chat is like on par. Everything else is slow. Since I asked, very little context, but you have to speedrun 3 subjects of math within a year, or am I actually dead? Yeah. Oh, pain. Hey, it's better than within a semester, or within a quarter, within 1 term. So, it could be worse, but I still feel your pain. Having to double down, having to lock in for those, like, extra level of studyings is not easy. It's not easy for anyone. So, I commend you for your effort. And it is one of those things where the important thing is going to be learning to pace yourself properly. Learning to pace yourself so that you don't overexert yourself to dead. And then you can get yourself back up afterwards. Welcome back, Hikato. Welcome back. We just finished up doing some practice problems. I did not do as many as I was hoping for. I'm sorry. My brain kind of fizzled out. My excuse is that this is after work, so I'm kind of tired. But I hope your day has been going well. I should go to the gym tomorrow. Today's my brother's birthday. I'm not gonna do anything because he's currently on the other side of the country. Him and his girlfriend went to New York, and so he's very excited. So he's having a good time with that. You just finished the gym? Ooh, yeah, I should go tomorrow morning if I wake up early enough. Oh no, wait, no, I can't because my mom was hoping to steal my car to go to physical therapy in the morning. Wah! Happy birthday to Poisson's brother. Yay! I'll tell him the variable, say happy birthday, and he'll go, what? I don't share a lot of my streaming. I don't share a lot of my streaming information with my family. I share little things, like I'll be like, hey, I passed 1,000 subscribers, or I got to become friends with an astrophysicist, with another mathematician, with a plant biologist, with an engineer. I like sharing that kind of stuff with a chemist. But beyond that, I don't really share the ins and outs. But Hold on, I gotta hydrate. It's mainly a thing of... So my parents are, like, almost 60. My parents are old. They don't understand. I've tried to explain to my mom what VTubing is. She cannot wrap her head around it for the life of her. It's not like she's technologically illiterate. Like, her entire job is administrative work that she does through it. Like, she can do Excel way better than I ever could. She manages digital stuff like crazy. Digital frameworks and softwares and stuff in ways that I never could. But for whatever reason, VTubing, she can't wrap her head around the concept of somebody having an anime avatar and talking through it. It's one of those things where it's like some people like bring their family on stream. I've brought my sibling on stream before, but they're younger than me. They get it. I don't think I could ever bring any of my older family on stream. They would be so confused. My brother would get it because he's done like editing work. He's worked for VTubers. He gets VTubing. Like he's done editing work for VTubers before. But he's very much not aware of any of it. I also don't trust him to be on stream, ever. I don't trust his ability to not say something completely unhinged. Like, to just delve into conspiracy theories at points. He's not someone I would trust with a hot mic. He used to have a podcast. And he did the editing for that podcast, and he would have to edit out a bunch of the stuff he would say. Because he knew that he shouldn't be trusted around a hot mic either. So for that reason, we're gonna keep most of my family away from my VTubing life. Your brother sounds like someone you would love to hear his hot takes. They are definitely something. They are definitely something. And if you catch him on the wrong day, he's gonna say so. Oh my god. I can't even say. There's just it's impossible without giving more information, but I don't want to give information. But basically, oh god, he's something. He's something. I would not trust him. I would not trust him around a hot mic, especially when he has no interaction with what I do or what my community is. Like, Zero can say some unhinged stuff, but she's also aware of what I do, and so she, like, tones it down. But should not be trusting you to say some unhinged things. You're saying he's currently imaginary, going towards Quinterdian Senate levels, brothers with Joe Rogan? No, he's not that bad. He does randomly quote Alex Jones bits, not because he likes Alex Jones, but because he finds Alex Jones hilarious. Hey, Nep. Math, bro. You actually just dodged the math portion. If you rewind the VOD like 15 minutes, you can get some of the math portion, which I know you would love. I Thank goodness. No, I'm just telling about why I never let a bunch of my family members on stream. Mainly because my brother, I would never let on stream because he is very, I don't trust him around a hot mic. My partner I trust around a hot mic conditionally. My younger sibling I do trust around a hot mic. I just would have to stop them from... You gotta be careful. Again, I trust them around a hot mic conditionally. My parents would not understand VTubing at all. Would not understand streaming at all. My dad might. My dad wouldn't care, though. My dad would be like, oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Your previous in-laws, your grandma and your previous in-laws watched the original V-Theorem debut? Oh, that's awesome. That's sweet. I like that. Yeah, like, if I ever, like, I kind of wanted to share with my family when I debuted, but submitted a VOD as evidence of your work for a job. Oh, that's smart. That's smart. And yes, you can, if you rewind CRT, solving things faster than me. I don't claim to be the most efficient mathematician. I just like mathematicianing. That's very cool, though, Nep. Oh, Nep, I need to kidnap you and Mew at some point to help me set up Twitch stuff. This is not a request. And this is a demand. Back when I debuted, though. Ah, grazie. Back when I debuted, though, engineering stream win, or chess at Kikado when you, whenever you wanna. Reach out to me about the chess one. We've done chess. I'm currently... Hold on, let me get it. Let me get it out. Hold on a minute. I need to... One second. One second. I have something. I have something. Kikado, don't go anywhere. I have something that I need to flex on you real quick. I need to flex on you real quick. Oh, I really appreciate it, Nep. You are goated. Tyler's safe on YouTube. You know you guys can see each other's chats, right? You can see each other's chats. Not chess 3D? You know, it was chess 5D, remember? Your goat sounds incredible. I wish I can be a goat. I wish I can be as goated as you one day. Same thing? They're not the same thing. 3D chess is three-dimensional. 5D chess has alternate timelines. Right. I don't have it rigged or set up for anything, but... So I had said I'm a huge wrestling fan. Allow me to show off my 5D wrestling championship belt. Sling it over my shoulder there. I need to connect it. I need to get it rigged. Alright, here. I have another version. So I have the one that goes over the shoulder. And then... I'm undefeated. Listen, Kikado, I'm currently 3-0 against you. You kick my butt all the time in regular chess, but 5D chess, I can think in alternate timelines. I can voice crack. I'm kind of goated at 5D chess. Let me find you. Why do people... Oh, yeah, I actually have a minute. I'll answer that in a moment. So why do people use he, they pronouns when they... Them? So, yeah, I use they, them for a lot of people. If I don't know someone's preferred gender, I use they, them. I use he because most people will be... I use he because I'm comfortable if people call me he. But... I said this right here. I'm comfortable if people call me he, but I'm also fine if people call me they. That's the thing. They, them does work for everyone, and so that's my default for everyone, unless they have requested otherwise. If most of the time they don't care. Like, they're like, oh, that's why I put he, they. It's because I don't really care. It's whatever. Like, unironically, I would be fine with he, she, they. I think that one adds confusion for people, I think. Because I've never gone out of my way to identify as female, but if someone were to call me she, I would not care. So, he, they is kind of the easiest for people. A convenience thing, if you would. But yeah. 5D chess tournament win. I need to set it up. I need to get everyone around. I want a whole... Oh, you know what I was thinking about? Making an entire, like, wrestling... Like a WrestleMania kind of thing. Where we have a ton of different games. Where people have to become champions at different games. So... Sorry, I'm blowing my nose. So we'd have a regular chess tournament. Or, like, a regular chess match to determine the chess champion. We'd have a 5D chess. We'd have the technique game where people compete in typing in LaTeX. And that would be like our battle royale where you have like 10 people all competing to be the LaTeX champion. And then you can have a tournament to determine the chess champion. Then we can find more games to determine more champions. Be a big the nerdy version, the nerdy WrestleMania. It'd be perfect. It would be perfect down to the last detail. I need to watch season 4 and season 5 of that still. God, I'm so excited. Nep's an absolute god at chess. Ooh, yeah, then I want to see Nep Kikado. I want to see Nep Kikado face off because I can't beat Kikado in regular chess. I can beat Kikado in 5D chess. And I think it's because I can visualize the 5D a bit better than them. I want to say. Not to step on anyone's toes. I think I can visualize the 5D chess a bit better. But I can't do regular chess. I suck at regular chess. You're not good in chess? You're good at chess. Don't sell yourself short. The fact that Nep got so excited at chess, I think, is a bad sign for us, but it's fine. I wonder how Mew is at chess. I wonder how everyone. We can have a chess tournament. We can have a whole chess tournament with hosted chess stuff. I don't know. I mean, listen, I beat my partner, I beat my sibling, I beat my little sister. I've beaten all them at chess. But that's it. And they barely play. Barely as in never. And I don't play either. 500 rating? I don't know if that's good. I know I'm bad. Mine's low. I forget what the SVC stands for. Oh, it's the STEM VTubing Championship. Right. SVC, STEM VTubing Championship. I'm the 5D STEM VTubing champion. Yeah. Let me actually... I wonder... I'm curious if I... You're transferring to Twitch because you said it's instant? Pop off, girl. Slay, and so forth. Actually, I should message my artist and see if they'd be rigging to... or willing to rig. You're also trans? Oh, Kikado! You'll have to update me on your pronouns. You will have to update me on your pronouns then. Because last we had talked, your pronouns were they, them. I do not know what they are right now. I am happy to abide. You're like, yeah, last we talked about it. Not last we talked like every day. Low-key, you don't know if gender apathetic counts as trans. You just say that because it's not cis. That's fair. Gender apathetic, that's a really good way, yeah. A way to describe it. Last you talked, you said that you're any pronouns. Okay, well, that's true. You're like very gender fluid. Who doesn't love some good old... I'm not gonna say that. Oh, but accepting it as trans is still new to you? Well, if it helps you, you're still the same old you. You're still the same old you. Still the same person. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Gender apathetics like Thanos of all genders. The gauntlet. I feel like... Wouldn't gender apathetic be like... It just simply is. You exist. You are beyond the concept of gender. You're the gender god. Here, let me send it to... Here, I'll send it to you, Kikado. As it were. Let me think. I need... Sorry. I keep getting distracted. I get distracted really easily. Gender is a way to express yourself. That's totally valid. Totally valid. And having that, what's the word? Like, having that self-awareness is very admirable, I think, at least. Being aware of enough of yourself to be like, I view it as a sense of self-expression. And that's kind of it. It doesn't need to be anything more, anything less. Kinda based. I think so. You're based in my eyes. You're beasted and basted like a turkey. A turkey that kicked my butt. Alright, so been going for about 2.5 hours. Is there anything else? On Friday, I have a stream. I'm gonna do a game. I'm gonna play Age of Empires 2 because I love Age of Empires. I'm not good at it, but I love it. And then Saturday... Let me think. VTuber, because that, like, everybody for now, but your real voice and body, everyone has different... That, I like that reasoning, too. Let me think. So Friday, I'm gonna play... I have Age of Empires at 4 p.m. PST. And then Saturday... I don't think I'll be streaming my POV. But there will be a collab. I know Mew is gonna be streaming. I think Terrified is gonna be streaming. I don't know who... Maybe Gaussian? I don't know. I don't know the deets. The deets will get to you all at some point. And yes, that is a good joke, RT. But for now, I think I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna go and make myself some ramen. You never played Age 2, you only played Age of Mythology. I've heard that one's fun too. I've never played Age of Mythology, but I grew up in Age of Empires 2, even though it was technically from before I was born, but whatever. Alright. I'm gonna call it here though. Thank you again. I'm sorry I didn't get to math super hard. I only mathed for about an hour. I just, you know, wasn't fully there. But it's always good practice. I'm actually going to keep going through those GRE exam press questions to keep practicing. It's a good idea. It's a good way to prep for grad school. But I will see you on Friday. I've been Poisson Variant, your mathematical maestro, LaTeX linguist. I will see you all Friday and then again on Saturday. Thank you for watching. And bye-bye.